Hello and welcome to the channel. If you are new around here, be sure to subscribe for daily FM content, whether that's tactics, gameplay or other things. Be sure to comment what you'd like to see. Link in the description below to my current series where you can see the tactic in action, and also a link to all my socials. Enjoy the video and be sure to like and subscribe. Hello and welcome back to the channel, episode 12 now I think it is of Fire in Charge with Man City today. But before we start, most of you guys that are watching this video are not subscribed, so if you are new around here, be sure to subscribe, and if you're enjoying the video so far, leave it a like. Now, we're almost at 200 subscribers, we're about 11 off by the time of recording this, I think. So we're going to try and hopefully hit it by the end of this video. If you are new around here, be sure to subscribe, like I say. We're going to be discussing transfers, tactics, the finances, and the expectations. I assume we'll try and win the league. I guess his tactic will be trying to do that as well. We'll go into the tactics first of all. We've gone for a formation you've seen quite a bit in this series, but it's slightly changed up. We've gone for a 4-1-2-3 or 4-3-3, however you look at it, or even a 4-1-4-1. But I'd say it's a 4-1-2-3. So in goal, I've got Edison, sweeper keeper support. Probably one of the best in the game. 20 kicking, 17 passing, 17 vision. Is absurd. It is absurd for a goalkeeper. Better than our midfielders in terms of passing and vision of other clubs. Good reflexes, great rushing out as well, which is important for sweeper keeper. Concentration, composure, bravery. Physicals are good for rushing out. He's got decent pace, so he should be able to compete with a striker running down at him. At right back, we have got Kyle Walker now. I've gone for full back attack. He is naturally a wing back, but I've never really used wing back this year, so I've always stuck with a full back attack if we're going for that sort of system. So if you want to use wing back, you're more than welcome to. But for this sort of tactic, I've gone for full back attack. Great pace as always. So we know Kyle Walker's got great pace. He's 29 though, so he might slow down a little bit soon. 11 crossing is quite poor. I must say, mentally and technically he's not the best. I think his physicals do help him a lot. If you wanted to, you could play Cancelo. He's a lot younger, a little bit slower, but has better technicals. So maybe play Cancelo, 17 dribbling, 15 crossing. But I've put Kyle Walker there for now. Definitely replace him in a couple of years. But he's a very experienced player, good work rate, good mentals in some areas. But his physicals are the main selling point for him. Next to him is John Stones. I like John Stones this year. I think he's very, very good. 15 passing, 14 vision, good centre-backs. 17 tackling is absurd. 16 off the ball. 14 positioning and 14 marking is good. Paired with 16 work rate as well, which is pretty high for a centre-back. 25 years old once again. Can play for many years. And also, for City, it's quite a low wage. 100 grand a week is not a lot of money. Pace is decent. Decent physicals, can jump a bit, 6'2" as well. He does have the players out of trouble. Slight issue there, but he should have the composure 17 to deal with that on this game for sure. Good dribbling, good technique. Overall, very good ball player. Partly next to him, probably one of my favourite centre-backs this year, Laporte. 25 years old, similar age to Stones and Cancelo. Great tackling, great marking, great positioning, 16 all round there. 16 passing and 16 vision. With 16 pace. He's got 16 everywhere pretty much. 16 anticipation, 15 heading, 15 jumping. Good accelerations, 15 technique, 14 work rate. I can keep on going on listing his stats, but you guys can see it here. He's a very, very solid centre-back. And as always, left-footed centre-back on the left-hand side. Adds some nice balance to the team. I like him a lot. I think he is a very, very good centre-back on the game. This partnership probably gets you until about 4th or 5th season of Regens, which is like 6 years' time, I'd say. So definitely a very good partnership there. Mendy at left back. I wasn't too sure about him, but now I saw his crossing. And he's got 17 crossing. Great pace, good strength, good acceleration. I mean, his marking and positioning and tackling is not the best. But for a fullback, he's more of an offensive player. So fullback attack once again. I like him. He is out for 2 months though. So you could have some issues here. You'd have to probably play Zinchenko or Cancelo at left back. Depends what you want to do. But I'd definitely... Mendy will be fit for the start of the season. 2 months is August. He'll be fit for them for sure. 100% be fit for them. If not though, first game of the season will be Zinchenko. It's not a massive downside. In holding mid, we've gone for a DLP defender. Didn't change that there. Gone for a DLP. We've picked Rodri mainly for the age. Fernandinho's better in a few aspects like work rate. But I think all-round player, I definitely think Rodri's the best option there. 15 tackling. He lacks a little bit in passing and vision for a centre mid at Man City, but he's a holding mid. It's not the most important role for him. 18 positioning, 16 anticipation, 16 decision making, good first touch, good technique. Physicals are decent, 6'3", 23 years old. Can definitely improve still. He's got half a star potential left, but can definitely improve in them areas for sure. Good heading, good physical player in the midfield, which is what you want. When you have small players around him, you want someone in the middle that's a big lump that is hard to get past. In midfield, we've got De Bruyne in front of him. I mean, we could go Mazzala attack, but I don't want to be too offensive. I mean, obviously Man City are the most offensive team on the game, but you could go Mazzala attack if you wanted to. But just be careful against bigger clubs. But for a general team, Mazzala support De Bruyne. 9 tackling isn't the best, but 15 work rate makes up for it in terms of support Mazzala. For attacking Mazzala, it's irrelevant. 19 crossing, 16 finishing, 15 composure. Decision making high, 19 passing, 20 vision, 17 technique. Physicals are even good. I mean, I won't read them all out because every single stat on him is good or attribute is good for him. I'll let you guys take a second to admire how good De Bruyne is. But he's your main player. He is definitely your main player. He can play for another 6 years at least. His physicals are good enough to last 6 years. His technicals are absurd, probably the best in the league. Mentals are 15 plus in all the important areas. I think he's just incredible. I think he is really, really, really good this year. And you could go AP. Could go AP attack. But I think David Silva's the one there. You want to make the most of him whilst he's 33 years old. He's out of contract, I think, end of the season on this game. So you can renew it if you wanted to. His pace will decline quite quickly. He's 33 years old. In terms of technicals, 19 technique, 18 passing, 19 first touch, 18 dribbling. Good composure, good decision making, great flair, great off the ball and great vision. Work rate is still good for a 33-year-old. Has some stamina and fitness so he can play 90 minutes even though he's 33. I think he's very, very, very good. Obviously you have got, coming through, you've got Phil Foden, who is, once again, probably one of the best wonder kids in the game. 5-star potential, wonder kid media description. Very good agility, great passing, great technique, great vision. You guys know what sort of stats I'm looking for on these players. They can pass the ball, they're in the midfield, pretty much. Bernardo Silva, I'd say one of my favourite players in the game. I've used him a lot for my Monaco save. If you guys haven't watched it, link in the description below, a little bit of sell out there. Or on Twitch, /LonghurstLive. I stream it every day. But he is one of my favourite players. And I know for a fact he can play till he's like 33, 34 and still have 15 pace, 14 pace, 15 acceleration. He does not go down in physicals at all. In fact, he goes up a little bit. He's only 24. But 16 crossing, great dribbling, great finishing, great first touch, good composure. 20 work rate as well for a winger. He can play central AP as well, which he's really good at. Good technique, good passing, good vision. Mentals, even stuff like teamwork and off the ball and determination is so high for him. He's such a model citizen on this game. He's such a good player. He's pretty much the perfect player that you want in your club, for sure. He will get you 15 plus goals a season and 15 plus assists. If you have him on set pieces, on corners, he'll be very, very useful for you. On the left-hand side, Raheem Sterling. I've not used him this year, but my mods on my chat have. They love him. They love Raheem Sterling. His physicals are stupidly good. 18 plus in a lot, or 17 plus in a lot of physicals. Good dribbling. Finishing and composure is actually quite high for an inside forward, actually. If you guys remember the Chelsea video I was saying about Willian's finishing and composure wasn't the best. But compared to Raheem Sterling, obviously different players. But compared to Raheem Sterling, he's a completely different player. 20 off the ball, 16 work rate, 16 teamwork. Great technique, great passing for a winger. 13 is quite high for a winger as well. Lacks in heading and jumping reach, but who really cares when you're Raheem Sterling? You know what you're going to get of him. Just pace, dribbling, and good sort of finishing is what you want. Anticipation is 18 as well, so we'll get the end of a lot of crosses. Sergio Aguero up front. Great, incredible player. 17 finishing, 16 composure. Got 17 first touch, 18 technique, 18 off the ball, 16 decision making, 16 composure. I've said that already. Good balance, great physicals. I don't want to feel like I'm rushing through these players' stats or attributes, but I feel like it's a bit boring me just naming all these numbers when you guys can see them yourself. But we have got Jesus as the backup. I mean, the bench-wise, you've got Otamendi, Jesus, Foden, Cancelo, Zinchenko, Mahrez, Gundogan, Sane's injured for 7 months. When he comes back, he's great. But in terms of actual tactics itself, obviously gone for an attacking mentality. We are controlling the possession and fast tempo. We've gone for attacking there. In possession, standard width. You can go narrow. It gives your wingers a lot of space. But I think we'll go for standard width for this sort of save. Passing to space is very important. For the passing you've got and anticipation you've got for your players who are on the end of it, you'll get some very, very nice goals. And good pace as well up front. You want work ball into the box on low crosses for sure. Work ball into the box because you have got a lot of small, nimble playmakers that can sort of do 1-2s quite quickly. Hence the slightly higher tempo. Can go higher, but you can lose the ball a bit too often for my liking. Lefties bottom right free off. You can run at defensive if you want, but I think that kind of ruins your players' pass and move sort of system. In transition, we've gone for counter press, counter. Distribute to fullbacks and centre backs. Now, Edison has got 17 passing and vision. He can pass it anywhere. But I definitely think pass to fullbacks and centre backs. They can both handle it this time, not just one role. I think both is suitable. You can if you wanted to, play out of defence in your approach style, but I've not used it this year, so I wouldn't necessarily recommend it. Out of possession, higher line, higher engagement as well, more urgent press and prevent short goalkeeper distribution. The reason I've done a higher line is Kyle Walker, 18 pace, John Stones, 15 pace, Laporte, 16 pace, Benjamin Mendy when he's fit, 16 as well. You shouldn't really be beaten by many strikers. Not many strikers can beat you off the ball to get in behind. So I think you're good enough. Plus, you'll control possession. So if your team's up here providing a passing option, there's no reason why you could not keep the ball and get a nice little goal from it. That is the tactic there. Let me know what you think down below, guys, of the tactic. On to the transfers. We have got 47 mil and 500k. Now, what would I change in this team? What would I recommend? Maybe a full-out and out left-back. If Zinchenko's not your backup for you, I mean, he's got 9 tackling, 8 positioning, 9 marking. I'd probably look for a left-back, for sure. Left-back, I actually spend all your money on left-back. I don't think anywhere else has to be improved. I can't see anywhere on this pitch where you haven't got a good backup apart from a left-back. You've got Mahrez and Sane out wide. You've got Gundogan and Zinchenko in midfield. Cancelo at right-back and left-back. Foden in midfield as well. Jesus, Otamendi, Fernandinho, Bravo. I'd buy a left-back for sure. There's some decent options. A young one, though. Make sure he's young because Mendy is 24 years old as well. So under 20, under 21, definitely bring a left back in for some decent money there. In terms of what we're expected to do this season, obviously win the Prem. I think that's expected for Man City anyway. I reckon you can with this tactic for sure. Man City are an absolute powerhouse this year. 2-horse race, them and Liverpool, 100%. Reach the final of the FA Cup, once again achievable. Could get unlucky if you reach a Liverpool or a Man U in the semi-final and lose somehow. But I think a final is definitely there for the taking. Community Shield, basically a friendly, isn't it? If you win it, it's a good trophy. If you lose it, glorified friendly. Champions League, reach the final. That could be quite tough. I think Man City are known for bottling it in the Champions League. I think if you play someone like Real Madrid in top form, PSG in top form on this game with Neymar and Mbappe, it could be quite tough to reach the final. I think it's definitely achievable though, for sure. Carabao Cup, not important. Either play your youngsters, get an early trophy, or just completely just forget about it and just don't care at all. But I think that's pretty much it in terms of this video. I'm not sure what else we have to really look at. I've done tactics, done the suggestions, done the expectations as well. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Like I said earlier in the video, if you're not subscribed, be sure to subscribe. Leave a like if you are new around here and enjoy the video. And I'll see you all next time for, I think we've got Newcastle, an interesting one. Completely other side of the table. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you all later.